This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of May 26, 2021. This promises to be an extremely productive week, at least emotionally, at least in terms of your personal sense of evolution. The skies continue to be intense. There is a lot of chaos in us and around us, unpredictability, instability, and a driving force for change. This week gives us a time and place to dump it, to get rid of a lot of our feelings, to sort through what's been going on and decide what gets to come along for the ride and what we are parking in the past. The process has really nice streaks of inspiration and guidance and creativity and giving yourself a lot of slack. The driving force behind all of this is the Scorpio full moon on the 26th in the U.S., the 27th in Europe and elsewhere. A full moon is a time of great emotional intensity. Scorpio is the most intense sign. It's ruled by Pluto, the lord of the underworld, and that planet is stationing retrograde at the full moon, which gives a kind of undertow and even more deepening quality to everything that's happening. It also prolongs the experience a bit. This event locks into the change aspect that governs the entire year, the Saturn-Uranus square, which was exact in February and will be again in June and in December, but it's effectively influencing us for the entire year because the planet of structure and the planet of radical change are traveling throughout the year in an aspect that demands action. It's been stress testing our new concepts of reality. It's been stress testing how we're dealing with society, with collective issues, with responsibility and accountability, with technology, and it's wired directly into the full moon. This adds a volatility, a sense of a switch flipping without your conscious mind knowing it's happening as events build up, as your reactions to things build up. Likely you're not going to be sitting around and contemplating what you're going to do or how you feel about stuff. This is one of those times when decisiveness erupts from within you and you simply know what is dead, what you're done with, what you want to fix, what you want to take along, what you want to commit to, and what you don't. No apologies or explanations necessary. As this is unrolling throughout the week, communications, messages, thoughts, and our general social mode all have assistance on offer from something far higher than what's going on down here on Earth. Opportunity aspects from Mercury and Venus to Neptune, the planet of transcendence, bookend the remainder of the week. Mercury's is on the 27th, Venus's is on May 2nd, and these offer beautiful inspiration and a sense of compassion and loving and, as I said at the beginning, moments of giving yourself slack. And you'll find if you do that, it might be much easier for you to give it to others. Within these bookends, there are two clarifying moments. One of them is assimilating all of the shakeups and breakups and breakthroughs and jolts and kneecappings and unexpected developments and plot twists and just general insanity, assimilating all that when the sun meets Uranus on the 30th, and we have a personal breakthrough. We are liberated in some way from how we have previously perceived ourselves. We're now fusing our concept of ourselves to a new way of being, to innovation, casting off some kind of chains, shackles, locks, opening ourselves to a different way of being. For ourselves, it could be an absolutely normal way for someone else. You have perhaps noticed by now that using other people as a measuring stick for your own life really is pretty pointless. And this could be as simple as realizing I don't need this anymore. I have whatever this is. Like I've been wearing this piece of clothing because it's something I've had for years, but you know what? I want to wear this other different type of clothing now. There's a good symbol for you to play with. And at the same time as we're having this basically epiphany about our own selves, there is a clarifying aspect to our minds, to thought processes, to communication. Mercury, the planet that rules communication, is in a trine or easy flow to Pluto, the guy that's in charge of the Scorpio full moon, the keeper of secrets, the scary being with the scythe who's really doing us and nature a favor by pruning out and making room for new growth. You may come in contact with a piece of information or a thought that simplifies a situation for you. You may easily embrace a deep truth. You may have a conversation with incredible candor, possibly about matters that got stirred by the Scorpio full moon. And this may be a moment of, at least in yourself, pulling the plug, purging, cleaning out, possibly even having a conversation that does exactly that. Don't fear any of this. The outer planet aspects of the week do promise a gentleness and an effectiveness to what happens. Also, Mars, the planet that rules our actions, is in Cancer, which is a very I'll kiss the boo-boo kind of energy. Actually, more like somebody hurt you? Who was it? I'll go beat the crap out of him kind of energy. But with Neptune offering gentleness and sweetness to communication and to our relationships, it's unlikely that anyone is going to actually get pummeled. The protective impulses are likely to be much more kind, more gentle. Oh, and if you want to break a habit, this is a great time to get to it. Homing thought of the week. I can do this. Song of the week. Now, with the moon in Scorpio, people of a certain age might think that Creedence Clearwater Revival's Bad Moon Rising might be appropriate, but no. Instead, hell is freezing over yet again, and that's an appropriate verb because I am invoking Disney. It doesn't happen very often. Song of the week is Let It Go from Frozen, and the image of the week is packing for a long business trip and bringing only what you absolutely need. You'll learn more about this in my forecast for the Scorpio full moon, which is already posted at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me, and also get in the shop my Working with Pluto guided visualization, which could be extraordinarily useful for you right now. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited in the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I am really, really grateful to the people who are supporting my work there. You could be one for as little as $1 a month. I post on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at The Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.